Good evening and Salam Malaysia Majani. You're watching Malaysia Tonight with me, Darryl Baptist. Before we begin, here are tonight's top stories. Austria-based semiconductor manufacturer AT&S plans to expand its operations in Kulim, Kedah. The new investment is valued at about 9.4 billion ringgit. The move is expected to strengthen Malaysia's semiconductor ecosystem and create high-skilled jobs for Malaysians. The proposed implementation of carbon tax is still under review. The Natural Resources and Environmental Sustainability Minister has said the decision will take into account industry readiness and overall policy framework. The ministry also proposed for the tax revenue to be channeled towards climate adaptation projects. Malaysia's total trade expanded to 3.1 trillion ringgit last year, comprising 1.6 trillion ringgit in exports and 1.5 trillion ringgit in imports. Strong export was driven by electronic integrated circuits and other electrical and electronic or E&E products, particularly in Pulau Pinang, Selangor and Johor. Malaysia's Rail Link has dismissed fare rates for the East Coast Rail Link or ECRL circulating on social media, describing them as speculation. The company said fare rates are still being refined in consultation with all stakeholders and the official fares will be announced by the Transport Ministry. A strong 6.7 magnitude earthquake struck near Palu in central Sulawesi, Indonesia on Tuesday morning, causing damage to buildings and infrastructure in several affected areas. Authorities said, however, there was no tsunami threat following the quake. All right, let's continue with the rest of our bulletin, shall we? Austria-based semiconductor manufacturer AT&S plans to expand its operations in Kulim, Kedah, with a new investment of up to 2 billion euros, equivalent to about 9.4 billion ringgit. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said the move will strengthen Malaysia's semiconductor ecosystem and create more high-skilled jobs for Malaysians. In a post on X, Datuk Seri Anwar said the investment reflects growing international confidence in Malaysia, driven by clear policies, political stability, good governance, and the government's economic transformation agenda. He said discussions held earlier this month had led to the expansion plan, further cementing Malaysia's position as a destination for high-impact technology investments. AT&S said it will invest between 1.5 and 2 billion euros in the Kulim facility, supported by long-term commitments from customers. The expansions follows agreements with chipmaker AMD and another leading technology company. The project will include the completion of the existing Plant 2 facility and the construction of a new manufacturing plant for advanced semiconductor substrates and printed circuit boards. The government is still refining the proposed implementation of the carbon tax. Natural Resources and Environmental Sustainability Minister Datuk Seri Arthur Joseph Kurup said the decision will take into account industry readiness and the policy framework being developed by the government would continue to be implemented.
Cukai karbon dia hanya akan diteliti pelaksanaannya, iaitu di timing of the implementation. Yang pertama, kementerian saya hanya melaksanakan framework. Framework itu supaya kita boleh memperkenalkan cukai karbon. Tetapi sebenarnya pelaksanaan cukai karbon itu adalah di bawah bidang kuasa Kementerian Kewangan, MOF. Tetapi dia akan base kepada ketersediaan framework dan juga industri kita. So we will review the timing, but it will eventually be done, not as a penalty, but as an incentive to help people to transition to greener technologies.
He also said the government was examining the mechanism for the use